What's up, guys? Frugal BC coming at you. Today, I want to talk about a decentralized music platform called Audius. It's kind of all in the news now, but what is it? How does it work? And should you care? On today's Frugal BC. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the show, everyone. Hey, thanks. I just want to start off saying thanks for all our new subscribers. We really grew in the past couple of days. I did this video on Algorand and how you can make extra money on Algorand for free, and everyone apparently really liked that. So awesome! Welcome everybody who's new, and if you're just coming to this channel, I tell everybody hit the like and subscribe button, and then I'll leave you alone. I won't bother you about it again. So it's just letting you know. But today I want to talk about a decentralized music platform called Audius. So Audius is basically like if you took Spotify but made it decentralized in governance and in its rewards, and it's really more like this the crypto mindset, and I really like this about this. So I want to talk to you today about what it is, how it works, and some of the latest news with it, and then kind of my review, because I've been using it for the past couple days, and I'll just kind of let you know what I think. So basically, this is a decentralized platform, and the idea is to kind of take out the middleman. So you're not dealing with, it's basically artists directly with musicians. So the way it works is that if you're a listener, you can reward the artist that you like with the audio token, so you give them some financial benefit. And I kind of like this idea, because I'll tell you what I did. So in my other life, I do a podcast that's like a local podcast. I don't really talk about it much on here because it's not really related. But in this case, it is, because my 50th guest host was the musician Zola Jesus. And if you haven't seen her stuff, it's awesome, okay? I'm a big fan, and she happens to live where I live. So I've done a story on her, and then I did a podcast too. And she's one of her big things, you'll see her in, she's been mentioned in Stereo Gum and performed all over the world. Played the Pitchfork Music Fest a bunch of times, I think. She's done a tiny desk concert thing, whatever that's called. I'm a big fan of her. I really like her a lot. And so one of the things we talked about on the podcast, and she's talked in other places too, is about the issues with Spotify and how they pay musicians so little money.
Yeah, it's basically Spotify and streaming has completely revolutionized the music industry and changed the way that people consume music. But the way in which it was started was built off of kind of laying out the terms for artists, and then basically telling them that that there's no other option, because the amount that artists get paid for streaming is so minuscule compared to record sales 10 years ago. And now no one's buying records because music is so accessible through streaming. But then streaming is killing musicians and killing art because it's not supporting artists enough. It's just not a sustainable model for artists and for music. It's kind of like it's too good to be true, and so that's the problem. We just really need to find new ways of being able to support artists and have them be paid fairly for their work, because so many of my friends who are less successful or less lucky than I am have had to get jobs and stop making music because they couldn't survive on it, and they used to be able to survive.
Plus, the quality's not great either. It's kind of a bummer. So what's cool about Audius is that artists have unlimited uploads, and it's pretty high quality. And I'll get into my thoughts on that at the end, but that's what they advertise it as. And so it's almost a little like taking Spotify and Patreon and putting it together, because you can sort of reward the people you like directly. And I like that. I think that's a good idea. And what I like is that it operates on a governance system. So fans and artists can influence what the app looks like based on, staking the coin and then voting, and that's pretty cool. And you can get rewards. You can stake Audius and get rewards. Now, I've been wanting to buy the audio token. I don't own it yet. I'm waiting for it to pop up on Coinbase, because I don't know. I never want. Maybe I can do it right through the app. I should check into that. But I definitely want to buy this token. And what I'm going to do is buy and hold it, because I want to support this platform. That's really important to me, because I grew up as a musician. I was I was in bands in my 20s. That's pretty much what I did, and I still play. And I've actually, since COVID, I've actually been writing a lot of music too. So I might be one of the musicians on here eventually too, because I am writing an EP right now. So I'm really looking forward to it. So they have, one thing you'll find is there's not a lot of big artists on here yet. I've been trying to find, in fact, even when you first sign up for the app, they have you go through and pick like 3 of your favorite artists, and I couldn't find any I heard of except Deadmau5. But Deadmau5 is on there, Weezer is on there, and Skrillex is on there. So they're starting to get some of the big names. And then the big news that just came out is that they just partnered with TikTok. So basically, music from Audius will be able to be pulled over to TikTok and make some more views and get you some more exposure. And that's a big deal. Like the token really pumped after that news, and yeah, it makes sense. Like I said, I don't care so much about the coin pumping as much as I just think it's a great project, and I support anything that's gonna try to make it better for musicians. I think that's really important. So what did I think about it from using it so far? Like I said, I haven't bought the token, so I haven't rewarded any artists or done any of that stuff yet. But I did just listen to it as a user. The first thing is that the quality is really good. The music I listen to, and I listened to a lot of Deadmau5 on it. I actually have been listening to Deadmau5, interestingly enough. So I was like, oh good, they're on there. I'll just put that on while I work. The quality is just excellent. It's so much better than Spotify. And if you're an audio nerd, you will like this, because it's really frustrating to know how good an album can sound or a song can sound, and then to have to hear it on Spotify where it just sounds like a ghost of itself. That's a bummer. It's fine, when I'm just working and just need something in the background. But if you really, really want to listen to music, Zola Jesus is a great example. Actually, her vinyl album of Covey, which is her latest album, she's working on another one. It's just blows you away. It's so rich in sound and texture, and I just love it. But so some things to note about Deadmau5 actually has, like, I don't know if it's their whole catalog, but it's a lot. Like you can press play on Deadmau5 and listen to a lot of Deadmau5. Skrillex only has 1 song, and Weezer right now only has 1 song. So hopefully they're expanding, and I haven't found anybody who, I'm not necessarily looking for people that are famous, but like people I follow on Spotify. I follow a lot of indie artists, and I don't see any of them on there. I didn't do a big deep dive, but I didn't really come across like anybody I'd heard of. It tends to be very electronic focused, and there's some rap and some other stuff too, but I think a lot of the electronic artists have really geared towards Audius, and that's fine. It's I can't, anyone who has music should really put it on here if they can, because it sounds so good. So you might have a problem. You might have to listen to stuff you haven't heard of before. That's not a bad thing. It's just a little overwhelming when you feel like you don't have a starting place. And I think the Audius folks should try really hard to recruit like maybe 30 or 40 really, really well-known, established, but not necessarily like big, huge, gigantic, not like a Billie Eilish, but like someone in that stage where they're a nationally touring act, maybe not quite worldwide yet, kind of in that like upper middle zone. That's where they should really aim for. That's going to start bringing users over, because you feel like as a new user, I do want to be exposed to new music, but I want to feel like I have a home first. Like I can find a base of like, okay, here's the ones I like, and then let's expand out from there. So I guess that's my thought on that one. I just realized I kind of got green on green today, huh? So I guess that's my wrap up. Is like it sounds really good. The layout, I didn't mention the layout actually. It looks so much better than Spotify. Spotify just seems ugly by comparison. This is a really slick and nice app. Like it just feels good to use it. Like my only issues with it are right now the music selection is very limited, and I feel like the styles maybe are a little limited. I'd like a little more where I can say, so if you're gonna here's the thing, if you're gonna have a lot of new artists, then you want, let me sort by style. Let me just say like I want to listen to Japanese shoegaze, and then show me all the Japanese shoegaze, or I want to listen to like kind of lo-fi or electronica, and then let me search by category, or just like play randomly by category. Maybe I'll find an artist I really like, and then I can go to them and listen to more of their stuff. That's what I would want as a user. you know, and I'm not really sure what the experience is like as a artist. Maybe I will someday because I'll probably upload a song or two. Um, so that's good, and I kind of wish they would separate the accounts. Like it kind of sounds like it's all one account. So I would like to have a musician profile as well as a fan profile because I didn't know what to put. I just was gonna be using it, so I just put like I put Frugal BC. So I guess you can find me on there if you want. But that's not my music name, so I don't want to necessarily be there under Frugal BC because that doesn't make sense for a band, or maybe it does. I don't know. So that's what I wanted to say about Audius. Overall, I really love this project. I think it has a lot of potential. They're really gonna have to bring over some artists that are known and established. It can't just be people in their basement. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, you can do this stuff on there is really good. I didn't hear anything that sounded amateurish at all. So it's pretty impressive. But I also I want to listen to music. I would love this to be a Spotify. I'll drop Spotify. I'll put $10 a month into this instead and have some equity and like be able to reward artists. I like that a lot better. So, I had too much caffeine today. Are you guys using Audius? Do you like it? What's wrong with it? Anything you would change? Why don't you let me know in the comments? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do. Join everyone else who is. It's pretty cool to see that growing like that. And check me out on TikTok too, FrugalBC on TikTok. I do a daily lo-fi crypto update. So I got lo-fi going in the background, and I just give a quick market update every day. So that's fun. That's it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching FrugalBC.